There has been some really exciting new releases as we get closer and closer to the holidays and even the Sephora VIB sale, which they did officially announce November 1st is when it is going to be starting for Rouge, and I will include some of the other dates below if you guys want to kind of get excited. I will definitely be doing a video with my top picks and some of the makeup and beauty stuff that I've just loved this year, so that will be coming as it gets closer. But we just got some major sneak peeks and I was like, what kind of a video do I want to do today, because I did receive a few new items in PR, as well as there's a couple things that just got announced that's definitely on my wish list to pick up. So we're kind of doing a little purchase or pass and also a little preview, since I do have some of the items here in person, so kind of like a little purchase or pass or what I already bought. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna kick off today's video starting with a new launch coming from an indie brand that I know and love. This is Fantasy Cosmetica, and I wanted to start with this because it's what I have on my eyes. I feel like I always get comments asking what I have on, so I figured I would just start with this. There is so many fun new palettes coming, and we're talking about a lot in this video, from mainstream to the more smaller indie brands that I really enjoy. So Fantasy Cosmetica is coming out with their Harvest of Souls palette. This is so fun. It's kind of a spin on like a creepy Halloween eyeshadow palette, and I just love the color story. I have loved that Fantasy Cosmetica has started going a little bit bigger with their palettes. I feel like this is the perfect size. They used to do a lot of 9 pans, and sometimes the 9 pans are nice, but they can be a little bit small, and this is about perfect. I do not like ginormous palettes, but this is gonna get you 16 shades of mattes and shimmers, and I think it is such a fun color story for spooky season. This is launching October 15th at 9 a.m. PST. Basically, this palette is themed around a certain sorcerer who bound her soul to some dark magic. He has an irresistible thirst for power in the souls of the living. So I think this is so fun. For today's look, I did a fun like purple and green inspired look. I like to play with color, but I like to make it a little more wearable. So there's still a little pop, but it's not going to be too much, and I think this is absolutely beautiful. Fantasy Cosmetica has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas. I love the pigment of their mattes. They're so soft and blendable, but their shimmers are also really, really creamy to the touch, and I feel like they have some gorgeous shifts in here as well. Just such a fun color story and very kind of muted spooky tones. I'm all about this. Definitely one of my favorites from them yet. Fantasy Cosmetica used to do a lot of perfumes with their launches, but now they're doing candles, and I really, really love their candles. I've been burning the one that came out last month in Makeup Just for Fun's collection, and I'm just so impressed with the scent throw for just a single wick candle. It is amazing, and it's also a wood wick, and I love the crackling kind of comforting noise that these give. Wow, this smells incredible. This reminds me of Victoria's Secret Love Spell a little bit. This is called Dark Secrets. And look at that super dark, almost cherry-like wax. Oh no, this, you know what this reminds me of? It actually is giving Black Cherry Merlot from Bath & Body Works. This has cherry and blueberry with a little warm baked goods. Oh yeah, that is definitely very reminiscent of Black Cherry Merlot. I also picked out this one called Lingering Souls, and this one is described as spiced, tangy apple and orange with a little smoky, earthy nuance. And it's definitely something that I would think of like when I think of a witch or like a witchy scent. That's kind of what this reminds me of, because it's a little herbal, it's a little smoky. It definitely is a very kind of spooky scent. So I am so excited about these candles. I cannot wait to burn them. Another new and exciting indie release, we have to talk about the new BlendBunny Cosmetics, because it is a collab with the very popular Robert Welsh. This is very cool to see this collab, because I know Robert does do a lot of indie palettes in his videos, and I've seen him feature BlendBunny a lot. So BlendBunny is a brand I don't really get a lot of stuff from, and looking at this palette, I feel like it's gonna be a pass for me. I am very happy for Robert, and you know, it's gorgeous, but I do not like huge palettes like this, and BlendBunny constantly puts out these humongous palettes, like basically rainbow palettes, and I'm not a big fan of the whole rainbow palette color scheme. BlendBunny is just a brand that I cannot find a palette that I'm just, wow, head over heels in love with. I know they have such a good formula, especially with their mattes. Everyone raves about them. Their shimmers are nice as well. They're definitely a very matte forward brand. So if that speaks to you, you'll probably like it. But yeah, this is definitely still a rainbow palette because it has a little yellow, green, blue, purple, there's a brown row and a gray row. So yeah, it's nice that they have a little bit of the neutral rows, but I just know that this palette is way too big for me and my liking. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be really excited about this one though. It is called Divination. So again, it is just in time for spooky season. This is launching on October 18th. It says at 10 a.m. PST. I know I have a bunch of friends that have codes. Check out Heather Austin. I think Allie Dawson might have a code. Angie should have a code. So I know a lot of my friends do work with BlendBunny. Now Glamlite is back to their typical spooky season collabs, and we finally got the first one of the year for them. Well, technically, I don't know if you would count the Chucky Good Guys as a Halloween collab. It was kind of more of like a fun collab in my opinion. It was like the cute Chucky, but we have their Halloween 2 in Glamlite. I didn't know this was going to be based on like the second movie. I just thought it was going to be the Halloween franchise in general, but maybe they had to add 2 just so people know it's like the movie. I don't know, because I know there is a bunch of the Halloween movies. I think I've only seen the first one. So I need to get on that, but I am very excited about this collection. I did already purchase it, so it is probably coming next week if you guys want to see a video, but I do get really excited for Glamlite's Halloween collections. Wish they would put them out just a bit earlier, because I feel like when I get it in the mail, we're already going to be on to Christmas, right? So I am excited nonetheless because I think they nailed it. I love, especially the eyeshadow palette, I love this color story. I think it is so cool, so perfect for spooky season, and I do think it fits the movie. It's a very kind of blue, cool blue, orange, and gray theming, which I think I can definitely work with. I know orange and blue are really nice complementary colors, and I don't know, I just love the looks of this. I think it's going to be so fun. I love the different imprints they have in the palettes. Like I see a jack-o'-lantern in there. There is a knife in there too. So I am 100% picking up the eyeshadow palette, which retails for, it looks like $34 on its own. They did release this on TikTok Shop one day early. So it came out last week Thursday on TikTok Shop. They did a huge live all day, and then they released it on their website on Friday, so it is now on their site. And if you want to buy it on their site, you can use my code LEAHJANAE for 15% off. So that's a really nice discount there. I know Glamlite's been doing a lot of TikTok first releases, but they are doing very well on TikTok. Like, they are really racking up the sales and really making a name for themselves on there, which I am very happy for them. I know people get annoyed about it because not everyone's a TikTok fan, but like, hey, they have really succeeded with TikTok Shop, and I think that is amazing. So I have that on the way to me, but there's more in the collection. They also have this really cool knife mirror. I don't know if this is going to be like too small. I did not end up ordering it. I have so many other mirrors, but they do a really good job with their mirrors. So they do have that for $26. They also have a lip kit. I did order the lip kit because this one looks really cool. The lip kit is $22, and it comes with, it looks like a lipstick, a possible lip oil, and a lip liner. But yeah, the overall look together looks really nice. The lip liner is a bit darker, and the lipstick looks like a very light nude, but I think overall the look looks really nice together. I am so excited for the highlighter in this collection. This looks absolutely beautiful, and Glamlite is so good. If you guys like a very beaming, sparkly highlight, their Halloween 2 highlighter looks absolutely stunning. I think it's supposed to be kind of a fun duochrome with some sparkle. It is $18. In the light, it looks almost like a purpley pink, so I'm so curious to get this in person to try it out. There's also another mirror if you're not wanting the knife mirror because it might be too small. They do have the actual like Michael Myers like mask guy with the blood dripping down of his eyes for $26, and that is like a full mirror. And then they have a makeup bag as well, which those makeup bags from them always are a hot commodity. They definitely have some different bundle deals, and they have the full collection PR box on their website, so I'll have that link down below because it is now available. And like I said, I'm so excited. I ended up buying the palette, the lip kit, and also the highlight. We have even more eyeshadow palettes to talk about, which is crazy because I feel like this year has kind of been lacking with eyeshadow palettes, but now it's like boom, boom, boom. Here they all come towards the end of the year. And of course we have to talk about the new Natasha Denona palette. I mean, obviously. I buy almost all of these. I love Natasha's eyeshadow formula, and they are doing a new purple palette for holiday of 2024, and it is called the Roxa palette. And I feel like there's been some speculation that Natasha's kind of doing away with her ginormous palettes that used to retail for like 120 plus, and she had her Leela palette in that range, and now they're coming out with the midi ones, which are in the $69 range, which are a little bit smaller pan sizes, less shadows. But I feel like she's trying to do away with those and kind of make new versions of them, because a lot of people said that the I Need a Warm palette reminds them of Biba. Of course, we had I Need a Nude as well. We had the midi gold palette, and that was kind of a replacement of the big gold palette from her. So I do kind of feel like this is the replacement for the Leela palette from Natasha Denona, and it is really beautiful. Looks like there is a multi-chrome in there, and there's also a really fun swirl shade, kind of similar to how Huda does her swirls. So I'm very interested. There is some glittery shades in here, but it's very pink and purple, very rosy, so you're gonna have to like those tones. There's not a whole lot of neutral going on in here from what I can tell. I was hoping it'd be a little more neutral with a little purple, but this is very purpley. Now, purple does happen to be one of the eyeshadow colors that I do love to wear when it comes to color. Obviously, I have some purple on right now, so I am definitely picking this one up. I've heard other people say it looks like a mix of Leela and also the Love palette that she came out with for like a Valentine's release years ago. But I will definitely be ordering this one. I'm excited about it. This is going to be, again, $69 with 15 shades in different formulas. I like that they do have some lighter shades in there for mattes. Like there's some light pastel purples, and there's also a deep plum to deepen up the outer corner. So I like that there's a variety here. And yeah, the multi-chrome added in looks like it has maybe pearl, blue, purple, green. I don't know what it all shifts to, but it looks gorgeous. And yeah, I can just see a lot of these do look a little more glittery, maybe topper-ish, but I absolutely will be ordering this one. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm excited for the purples. It doesn't seem very holiday-esque, but I'm still excited for a new Natasha palette. I think this one launches the end of the month, so very close to the Sephora sale if you guys want to wait it out for that extra discount. We'll see if I wait it out or not. I probably won't. I mean, I can't resist ordering the day it launches. Usually Natasha releases on her website first. Like if you're a member, you get early access. I usually post about it. I do have a code with them as well for 15% off. So either way, like you can still save 15% on this palette, whether you're buying it from Sephora or Natasha, or if you get the 20% Rouge, you might want to hold out for Sephora, but that usually comes out a day or two later. So that should be releasing in the next couple of weeks. Another palette that's going to be really popular at Sephora this year, probably for the sale. This just launched on the app as I'm filming this and should be probably available everywhere tomorrow. This is the new Makeup by Mario palette, the Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. So the original Ethereal Eyes was just kind of like a nice neutral palette with shimmers and mattes, and usually Makeup by Mario does mostly mattes. So this was very exciting when it came out. So many people loved it, were obsessed with it. He brought it back a year after it sold out instantly. So it makes sense that he would do another one, and this one's more cool toned. Now this one's leaning a little more bluish, so we'll see if I like it. Blue gray. I love cool tones. I don't always like blues with my cool tones, so we'll see. I did go ahead and order this today as fast as I could because I really want to get this up. I'm going out of town Thursday, so I really want to get that video up before I leave, like a testing new makeup video. But yeah, with such the success as the first one was, I had to try this one too, and I usually do like more cool tones, so I'm really curious to see. I will say the thing with Mario's formula, it's either gonna be you either love it or you hate it. Like people either love or hate Natasha's formula. I feel like Natasha and Mario have opposite kind of formulas, And Mario, for me, I feel like his mattes are not quite as pigmented right off the bat. They are definitely ones you have to build up, while Natasha's are more pigmented up front. Not everyone loves that, but these are, I guess, more beginner friendly, more easy to blend out. But sometimes I want a little more depth, so it's nice that it has a matte black in there to really kind of deepen up the look. But I do almost wish there was like a darker, cooler brown in there instead of the blue. His shimmers are a little more toppery as well. They're not quite a full metallic kind of thick shadow, but they're a little more light and glimmery on the eyes. They are quite beautiful, and I do use my original palette quite a bit, even if I wish the mattes were a little bit more pigmented. But this is going to be $68, and like I said, it is available. I have it linked if you guys want to pick it up. This is definitely going to be a hot commodity for the holidays this year. Now let's talk about even more eyeshadow. We got a first glimpse that Patrick Ta has more up his sleeve for the holidays. So his first holiday set this year, which actually was a Barbie collab. Kind of wondering why this didn't come out last year. I feel like that would have made more sense, but I'm here for it. I ordered it because it's Patrick Ta, it's Barbie. I had to have this. I feel like it's such a collector's item for makeup lovers. But yeah, this was what he first launched for the holidays, and I was kind of like, oh, like that's all he's coming out with this holiday season? Like no palette, no nothing. I was very surprised, but no, we do have more. But anyways, this Barbie set does come with a blush duo called She's a Barbie Doll. It does have Patrick Ta x Barbie on the packaging, and this kind of sold it for me. It had the Barbie head imprint on the blush, so I felt like that was really special. So that comes with a powder and then a cream, and this is a very, very bright pink. Now Patrick Ta has probably like 7 other bright pink blushes in his lineup that all kind of just vary just a little bit in his line. So I think a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that because we already have this from Patrick Ta. But I couldn't resist the cutesy Barbie packaging there. I think it is so cute. And then I also got the little Barbie gloss too. It is the Malibu Dream House Plumping Gloss. I love his plumping gloss formula. This has like a spicy cinnamon scent to it, and they are plumping like a little spicy, but not like painful plumping. So I really like these. They just add a lot of shine. They just look very glassy on the lips. I will say this color is not too much different than the other ones he's released, because I have like one of his more red toned ones that I really like. It has like a slight red tint. This has just a very light pink tint, but it doesn't really show up a whole lot. So you're not missing out much if you do pass on this. But if you love the packaging, you're a Barbie lover, then you might want to pick this up. I mean, I just had to snag it, but I definitely was like kind of disappointed that that was like their only holiday release. So I'm so happy to see that they have something else, and people seem to be really excited about this because he is coming out, it looks like, with eyeshadow duos, which is kind of surprising. I mean, I know like sparkly singles have been kind of popular again with the Urban Decay Moondust shadows. Elf just kind of duped them, which we will talk about that too. But I'm just kind of like, oh, I would be more excited for a palette than I would like a duo, you know? I don't know if you guys feel the same way as me, because I feel like these are going to be pretty pricey for 2 eyeshadows. They do look really, really sparkly. I'm looking, there's one that looks like a little more champagne with a bronze on the bottom, which definitely looks very wearable, something I could use all the time. So I'm hoping these are like an amped up formula, different from the metallics that are in his other Major Dimension palettes. I hope that these have just a little more glimmer and glitter to them, kind of similar to the Moondust shadows. There is one that looks more copper with like a magenta I could probably pass on, and one that looks maybe more bronze and very gold. But yeah, all of the swatches are like kind of blurry, so you can only like see the glitters in the background. You can't like see full on swatches of these, and they haven't really talked too much about it. It was just like a quick sneak peek. I think Patrick did like a story or a live on these, and I will be ordering at least 1 or 2 of the duos. But yeah, I think I would be a little more excited for an eyeshadow palette with a bunch of the shimmers in it than I would these duos. Let me know your thoughts on this. We have another collab from Colourpop. They are really on a roll. I just did a video on their Stranger Things collab, but now we have the Bratz collab. This was so fun and so unexpected. I actually did have the original Bratz dolls when they came out. I had Chloe, Yasmin, and Sasha, like the very first ones. And that was, it was kind of ending my time of playing with dolls. So I was in like 6th, 7th grade, kind of nearing the end of that cycle. So I didn't really get to play with them all that much. But yeah, I just remember like I literally had the first ones that ever came out. So I remember the Bratz dolls coming out and I love them. I thought they were so cute. So anyways, this is so fun that Colourpop did a Bratz collab, and I think like people were really excited about this. They did send over the collection, so I thought we would just quickly go over this. But I kind of love that they actually put like the real life dolls on here instead of like cartoon ones. I just feel like that is more iconic. But this is the eyeshadow palette. I feel like with the Bratz, you can go like with anything for colors, but of course the Bratz have like their signature colors, like I know Yasmin's purple, Chloe's blue, and all that. So here is the inside. I feel like this is very like night out kind of color scheme. It's very kind of smoky, fun jewel tones for winter time. So I think that is really cool. I definitely want to play with these colors for sure. So that's the eyeshadow palette. And then I love that the lip kits have the Bratz dolls on them too. It looks like the Bratz doll boxes. So this is the lippy kit for Sasha. Oh, I didn't know it had the lippy sticks in here. I love these and I feel like they never come out with new ones. So the lippy stick is in Bunny Boo for Sasha. Oh, that's so pretty. These are so comfortable on the lips. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. But that's a gorgeous color and a matching lip liner. How pretty is that? This is Jade's lip kit. Her lippy stick is in Cool Cat. These are all going to be pretty wearable colors, it seems. And then her lip liner is also Cool Cat. So just Cool Cat is the name. Oh, that's pretty. I like that that's like a darker kind of maroon. This is Chloe's lip kit. Oh, she has a fun like 90s brown. Oh, this might be metallic. That is so fun. Yeah, definitely very 90s, early 2000s. Which Chloe is definitely early 2000s coded. That is such a fun color. And of course we have Yasmin. This really brings me back to middle school. Okay, hers is called Pretty Princess. I think hers might be metallic as well. Oh yeah, that's fun. That one's a little more plummy, cool toned. These colors are all so good. And this collection is available now, by the way. Sorry for my swatches going crooked, but all these lip colors look beautiful. There is some liquid liners in the collection as well as a plumping gloss. These glosses from them are so fun. They definitely give you early 2000s vibes, like Lancome Juicy Tubes. They're thicker, but ooh, this one smells like mint. I had one from the Liz McGuire collection that smells like bubblegum, but it's just a clear. But I feel like that's iconic to have in this collection. And then there is some glitter gels, body glitter gels, because you can't say eyes. I do put them on the eyes though in the collection as well. Anyways, that is so fun. Just something so unexpected for Colourpop. But let me know, did you guys grow up with Bratz dolls? Did you guys have any? Which one's your favorite? Mine's Chloe, of course. Now remember when I was talking about the glitter eyeshadows with Patrick Ta? e.l.f. also dropped some glitter singles. I just ordered them because they look really good and I've been hearing good things. Like they're supposed to be really comparable to the Urban Decay Moon Dust, because we know e.l.f. just, you know, they like to dupe everyone these days. So they just came out with glitter eyeshadows and also a glitter kind of balm, like a lip balm. I passed on the lip balm just because I don't always like super glittery lips. There's one that's more new that's just going to give you the shimmer on the lips, and then there is a darker one that did sell out. I like that the darker one definitely has a little more pigment to it. I would definitely opt more for that one, but it is sold out on the site. I think these should be coming to Ulta probably soon, maybe Walmart, maybe Target, who knows, but they are available on e.l.f. site, and a lot of the single shadows are still available. So I'm hoping to get those in very soon. I did order a few of them. I just passed on the gold one and the purple one, but I wanted to get kind of the ones that look like the Urban Decay colors. Like I did order Champagne Showers, which looks like it could be comparable to Space Cowboy. I ordered White Hot, which is a white sparkle, and Straight Fire, which is a red and green and white kind of shifty sparkle. But yeah, I love and wear the Urban Decay ones so much, so it'll be so nice to have a more affordable option that I can recommend as well, because these are only $6 each, which is definitely way better than the 20 plus that the Urban Decay are. Let's do some fragrance, shall we? We have a surprise launch from Fleur, and it is not a perfume, but it is a deodorant. They came out with their iconic Vanilla Skin, now in a deodorant form. I have been wearing it, and I feel like it works good. I do. This is, of course, a more natural deodorant, and it smells just like the perfume, which is a nice woody vanilla. At first, when they were sneak peeking this, I was so excited because they're like, oh, we have something delicious and gourmand coming, and I was like, oh my god, it's another mist. I can't wait to see what it is. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little let down when I saw it was a deodorant, but hey, I'll take it. Sometimes I do like to have something a little sweeter, something more... Sometimes I like to have a little bit of a sweeter deodorant to go with my more gourmand perfumes when I am doing a vanilla scent or like anything edible. I feel like sometimes your deodorant can clash with that, like if you have a fresh deodorant. But again, some people don't want a sweet smelling deodorant. I feel like this one works because, again, it has that little slight woodiness to it that I think makes it a little more sexy, and I really like it so far, and I think it does a good job. The scent isn't overpowering, and it doesn't make my armpits smell weird, like mixing with my body chemistry or anything like that. And yeah, I think it works well. It holds the sweat, so I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I do want to talk about one more collection before I go, and this is a fun Halloween collection from Melt Cosmetics. I have been debating, going back and forth, do I want this, do I not? I cannot decide, but I kind of want it. But I also have been burned with Melt palettes in the past, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. But this is such a fun collab. They collabed with Universal Monsters, so like legit monster franchises. So they have Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is a fun eyeshadow quad. It has mattes in a pop of shimmer, so 3 mattes, 1 shimmer. I love the colors in here. There's a grungy green, and it looks like maybe the shimmer might be like this pale champagne color. There's a dark black matte. I think the packaging is very cool with this collection as well, so I think that is really fun for $39. But I don't always love Melt's matte formulas, especially the ones that were in the last collab I bought from them, the Nightmare Before Christmas, just weren't the best. So I'm like, do I risk it? I don't know. It doesn't seem like these are available on other retailers besides their site. That same Creatures of the Black Lagoon has a handheld mirror, so all these brands love to do the mirrors. There's a face gloss, which is supposed to be, I think, like maybe a highlighter, and then a drip lip gloss for $21. They also have the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein eyeshadow palette, which I really like this eyeshadow palette. Like if I was going to pick one or the other, I definitely want this palette. I think the color story is so cool. Again, it does have those fun greens in there. There's a couple neutrals as well. So if I buy anything, it'd probably be that one palette, and that one's $49. There's a translucent setting powder for $39. Just seems a little bit random for the collab, so I probably wouldn't pick that up. And then there is some Dracula stuff, which I'm surprised Dracula didn't get a palette, but everything's a little different with this collection, so maybe they wanted you to have a little bit of everything. But the Dracula part has a mascara for $24, which is like a crimson red, a blood liquid lipstick for $21, which is a deep matte red, a drip lip gloss for $21, which is again a deep red with a clear gloss swirled together. And they have bundles for everything. There's also like a fanny pack as well, which I've heard good things about their fanny packs. I know Linda had one that was just from their regular line that she loved, so that's exciting. You can buy the full collection for $250. I've mostly passed for now, but I still have my eye on the Frankenstein palette, so that one is still calling my name. I might have to watch some videos on. I know Glitter Fallout, Linda did a video on it, so I might have to go watch hers and see what she thinks. But I do think this is a really fun idea and fun collection. So wanted to end it on that, something else for a spooky season. But that is it for this video. I just really wanted to talk about all these new, especially eyeshadow palettes out there. There is so much. Oh my goodness. I am a little overwhelmed, but also very excited. Let me know what you guys are picking up. Anything that's available, which a lot of the stuff is. I'm going to link it for you if I have codes or anything as well down below, as well as in YouTube shopping here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.